There's a lot of ups and downs with every gaming year. Let's be honest, that's just life. With great games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Spider-Man, 2 of only 8 games on COGconnected to ever earn a 100 rating, and terrible disappointments on the other end of the spectrum. Not naming names, but their head developer rhymes with Rod Lauer. There have been a lot of emotions riding high in the season. With that in mind, it's nice to take a step back and look at something more important. COGconnected's Game of the Year list for the 2018 Sexiest Heroes in Video Games. Peter Parker has never been what most would call a sex symbol, but hey, he's got that boy next door vibe going for him, and he can also swing webs out of his hands, which pretty much all the ladies love. It certainly helps that Peter's aged up in this game, and he's an experienced crime fighter without that ever-consuming depression of the moodier heroes like Batman. Sure, he's most likely not going to make any woman need a fainting couch, but Peter Parker's a man you can rely on, and that's sexy enough to make our top 10. Ivy from Soul Calibur's life was destroyed by her father's obsession with an evil magic sword, and she swore to get her revenge on the artifacts that ruined her childhood. And let's be honest, we know why certain people at COG must have voted for her. She's wearing less clothing than a sun-tanning soccer mom on a Florida cruise ship. Thankfully, Ivy is more than capable of killing you for whatever you're thinking about her right now, and she most likely will. Sure, there might be Alexios, but let's be honest, it's Cassandra who stole the show with her buff arms and more buff heart. Cassandra is the kind of woman who can carry you to bed and then protect you from invaders while you're in it. And man, don't we all need that kind of romance in our life? Cassandra of Sparta might be number 8 on this list, but I'm sure for many of us, she's number 1 in our hearts. Sometimes, sexiness is all about attitude, and Hitman 2's Agent 47 has got that cool as a cucumber demeanor in spades. With a hairstyle, or lack thereof, and eyebrow combination that is reminiscent of Seth Everman, he might not seem like the first choice, or even 7th, for sexiest hero, but what can we say? COG loves a man who knows how to wear a suit, and better, one who knows how to clean it himself. Everyone loves an anti-hero, especially when they wear popped collars under a white suit. Kazuma Kiryu is a gangster with a heart of gold, willing to stomach hard choices for what he believes are the right causes. Kazuma comes with heaps of backstory, tons of drama, and a stoic, occasionally bloody expression, and nothing sexier than compelling storytelling. Plus, the guy runs an orphanage. That sure doesn't hurt his chances. Considering what Geralt of Rivia looks like, I do get it. With that silver fox look he's got going on, his brooding but accessible personality, and his strong arms. There's a reason Geralt has squeaked onto our list through a technicality, because he's just too good to leave back in 2015. Maybe he'll make a new appearance somewhere in 2019 and we'll get to keep including him. Smash Bros, anyone? Lara has been dominating Sexiest Heroes list for 20 years. Lara has been a sex symbol for longer than many gamers have been alive, and her rebooted self, while different in many respects, still deserves a strong place on this list. The original Lara's devil-may-care attitude and sunglasses have been replaced by a dedication to discovering secrets and a painful earnestness, and that sincerity is appealing in a whole new way. Lara didn't lose anything in 2013, she just changed, and we still love her all the same. Number 3. Our number 3 hails from one of the strongest contenders for Game of the Year, God of War, and also happens to be quite strong himself. The appearance of Kratos on this list begs the question, do we want to find ourselves in a hot tub with him, or do we just want to be him? He's number 3 on this list not just because he's big and has good facial hair, but because we found his personal narrative to be one of the most complex and compelling of the year. Kratos, in Greek mythology, was the personification of strength itself. You can't get much better than that. Number 2. It's rare to have such a pixelated character on a list of this type, but sometimes a gal just makes an impact. Primrose Azelhart is on a quest for revenge, a common trait among the heroes on our list. But she's out to do it with belly dancing, which is unique and definitely sexy. Primrose has always been rated the least annoying playable Octopath character, which has to count for something. Belly dancing and revenge stories are in this year. Number 1. You might not think of him as the best looking man in the world, but he's certainly the best looking man in his game. This doesn't seem like enough to propel him to the top of the Sexiest Heroes of 2018 list, but we here at COG saw it differently. After all, Arthur Morgan has many of the qualities of the above heroes, all combined into a single man. Many fans worried going into Red Dead Redemption 2 that they wouldn't be able to connect with the new protagonists after they loved the first game, but Arthur proved them wrong. The kind of man Arthur becomes is yours to decide, and what kind of clothes he wears too. And perhaps that security is part of why he's number 1 sexiest hero of the year. Plus, he's the only one who rocks a cowboy hat. And with that, we have our top 10 sexiest heroes of 2018. With quite a variety of characters on the list, many of you likely have different opinions. We here at COG sure did too. And the heroes who made it up here didn't do it easily. Who are your sexiest heroes of the year? Or of all time? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, stay tuned to COGconnected for all your video game needs.